Hey everyone, welcome to the Wednesday Night War podcast. I'm Andrew Pisano. This is going to be the podcast where we recap the Wednesday Night Wars, AEW versus NXT. But unfortunately, Joe is out. He had the throat surgery, so he cannot talk. We're not sure when he's going to be able to talk, but apparently everything went fine, so he'll be back, hopefully next week. And Eric's unavailable. So, looks like you just have me for this week. We'll see how things go, but, it'll be okay. I've always wanted to try this, doing one by myself. Doing it yourself, yeah. This might not be great, but it's all we got. Joe will be back next week, so at least we'll have him. Yeah. And then Eric will be here for the SmackDown recap, so everything will be fine. But hey, I'm going to get into it. I watched NXT first, so I guess we'll start with the NXT recap. All right. So, Adam Cole. What the hell was that? What the hell is going on? What is happening? Oh, this is bullshit. What is going on? Oh my god, oh my god! What is happening? Oh god, no! Oh my god, no! Oh my god, no! Get away, leave me alone!
Hi everyone! It's Josh. I'm back.
What are you doing here?
Howdy, Andrew. How's it going, man?
What are you doing here?
It's been a long time, but someone told me the WWW universe needed help, and Josh Reese had to come and help out his friends.
That was horrifying.
Who? What? What was horrifying?
You know what you did.
I've been here the whole time, Andrew. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
You can't just come in here without notice.
I don't know what to tell you. Everyone in the WWW universe told me that you needed help, so I offered. And I came over here to save the podcast.
Oh, really? Is that what you did?
Always.
You gave me a heart attack. That's saving the podcast.
Are you talking about him?
So what does this mean? Are you back or what?
I'm back, baby. Oh yeah, I'm here.
Did you watch AEW and NXT?
I watched AEW and NXT, and I've got hot takes for days. I've also killed Joe.
I don't believe that. But are you gonna troll? Is the troll machine still running, or are we done with the trolling?
There was never any trolling, first of all. It was always Josh. Did I put
we're starting already.
Did I put an R and
That's
a G
one.
in my name? It was always Josh,
Always.
the truth teller, and I will always and forever tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Andrew, you've known me for a long time now. Don't you know that I just tell the truth?
No.
I speak the truth that others are too afraid to tell, and some people it rubs some people the wrong way. But you know what? I don't give a fuck because I am amazing.
Here we go. All right, that's fine. Okay, welcome back. I guess.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back. And for fans that might not remember me, I'm back, baby.
If they don't remember you, that. Okay, all right, let's just move on. So, I was going to start with NXT. Is that okay with you?
I actually wrote AEW first.
I don't care. So
wait, I got to change around my
I
notes.
really don't care.
Background.
This is the Wednesday Night War podcast. So we're going to be covering NXT and AEW every week.
So this is the main podcast, right? This is the number one podcast. Is the show?
It's just like NXT. There's no more
show.
There's no more main anything. Everything's main roster now. You know. This is exclusive to Patreon.
It's true.
So, yeah. Hopefully everyone's so happy Josh is back. I know I am. I just don't want to see that other guy anymore. All right, so NXT. They start off with Adam Cole
Bebe
versus Matt Riddle for the NXT Championship.
They started off with a fist bump to William Regal.
Yes.
It was so weird.
Because Regal's cool, I guess.
He's cool?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I thought that was one of the weirdest things I saw out of the entire Wednesday night.
Right.
Fist bump to William Regal. Small detail.
Well, you wish you could
Stupid.
fist bump William Regal, right?
I guess, but he doesn't seem like a person that would fist bump like anybody out there.
I think he pulled it off. I think he pulled it off just fine. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so Riddle does that. He makes his entrance first, followed by Cole. Riddle goes for the armbar immediately, but Cole makes it to the ropes. We learned right away from Ronaldo that Adam Cole is an avid scuba diver.
Seems relevant.
Not sure why that's important.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
like-
deep sea diving in this match.
Yeah, I guess that helps with conditioning.
It's
He's
for the
like,
eventual Shark Tank match that they're going to be in.
Jesus. Well, I guess we need Paul Ellering back then.
Yeah, probably.
Now you could just bring AOP back and have Paul Ellering with them
Yeah,
again.
that actually makes a really great idea since he's still stuck in Florida.
But
I
instead, they're,
bringing back people who will
instead
talk about
AOP's on the main roster cutting horrible promos.
later. Right.
So there was a sequence where they were just hitting each other with different moves and one-upping each other, but no selling.
Right. Much as
Which-
the style of everything you'll see on Wednesday night on either show.
I mean, it gets a little ridiculous, right?
It does. It's sometimes we were talking about in one of the matches. It's hard to suspend your disbelief. Mm-hmm. I thought these moves were supposed to hurt.
Right.
No. But I will say, Matt Riddle, very fluid. I mean,
He is.
some of the transitions he was making,
Yeah.
he was very smooth. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, it's still really good, but,
Yeah.
I like how Riddle kicks out with just one shoulder, not moving anything else, just barely kicking out. Cole hits the Panama Sunrise. Riddle kicks out, of
Oh,
course.
is that what that's called?
Yeah.
I thought it was Sun Valley Driver. Okay, Panama Sunrise. That move is cool as fuck. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's something that should finish somebody, but whatever.
Well, Gargano kicked out of it a couple times, so
Yeah.
Riddle's going to do it as well. Riddle then gets a bunch of shots in, followed by a moonsault off the top rope. Cole kicks out, of course. Cole hits another Panama Sunrise, then goes for the last shot, but Riddle ducks, puts Cole in the bro mission, then the arm bar, but Cole gets out and then
Smooth transitions.
and then hits the last shot for the win.
I thought the finish to the match didn't justify how great the match was. I thought the finish was a little bit rushed. I mean, he just gets out of it, hits the last shot, and bing, bing, bang, boom. The match was so good.
It was good. The ending
So
was fine.
good.
What was wrong with the ending?
I
What
don't
else?
know.
What was he supposed to do? Hit a third Panama Sunrise?
Maybe, and then the last shot, I don't know. It was like an RK out of nowhere almost. It just like really that was
RKO's out of nowhere are awesome. When they're out of nowhere.
fair.
Yeah.
I
So I don't know what your problem is.
I don't know.
We're starting already with trolling, Troll Josh.
No, seriously, I wrote in my notes it was a great match, but I mean it was a little anticlimactic.
You spelled climactic wrong.
I spelled a lot of fucking words wrong, okay?
If you look at his notes, it's just full of red.
Like the overall score 32.
Oh my god. It's just full of red.
I fucking work in a newspaper.
You do, yeah. Hopefully they're not listening to this.
Yeah, Jesus, hopefully not.
So after the match, Cole celebrates in the ring, but the music hits. And
It's not the Fiend.
yeah, no, it's not the Fiend. Out comes Finn Balor.
Surprise.
Yeah, it was really cool. Balor gets in the ring, grabs a mic, looks at Adam Cole, and says, "As of now, Finn Balor is NXT." And the place goes ape shit.
Yeah.
Finn Balor has been saved by Triple H. So that's one. We're gonna keep track of that too. How many people has Triple H saved from the main roster.
Yeah, there's a few.
Because like Asuka for sure needs to be saved.
Same with their tag partner.
Same with her tag partner, yeah.
Jesus, half the people that went to NXT should come back.
'Cause I would-
Bobby Roode. Well, they're kind
Well,
of.
I would
Bobby
always
Roode
say
now.
Rude, but at least he's being used right now. He's a
Robert.
champion. You
Right.
know, you never know what could happen. But Rude was always my number one. But I'm gonna leave him off for now just because they're using him and he's a champ.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Sammy would be good. Kevin Owens, even Nakamura,
Yeah, Oh, Jesus. Oh, what have they done before Nakamura?
Asuka. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit.
Yeah.
But Finn Balor's that's pretty good.
Yeah, if
That's a big name.
that was a draft pick of Triple H before it could be drafted.
Right.
Saving Finn Balor.
Yeah, they're gonna be
before
like-
someone steals it.
They'll be like, what the fuck?
Damn it, Triple H.
Like Stephanie's gonna come out on Raw and she's like, "Oh, for my first pick, I draft Finn Balor. Yeah, okay, come back, bitch." And Balor's like,
Triple H has no power here.
and then like they hit like Balor's music, but it's like sad Balor. It's like, dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun,
And he just goes,
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
whatever.
Yeah, it's like EC3 on main event.
Oh, EC3 would be a great person to save. Oh my God. Like y'all guys were talking about on the podcast, the B podcast. It is so sad, and people should really like take away anything sharp from EC3. I'm
know.
actually kind of worried about him.
I know.
That post that he made,
Yeah,
yeah, someone needs to check in on him, seriously.
he needs to be saved next. I
Yes.
mean, why not?
Seriously, he's probably my number 2 draft pick to get saved.
He wasn't even finished with NXT.
No,
like
he never really got a full run.
He just got there, and then yeah, Vince is like, "Wow, what a body!
We need someone to stand in the corner and not say anything.
I want that. I just want to see it." All right, so next up we have the Velveteen Dream appear on the
See it, he
stage. What?
See it, he did probably.
Okay, so the Velveteen Dream appears on the stage on a couch with 8 women.
No
8
men.
women.
I figured there'd be a couple men in there.
No, it's not that.
No, given his nature, I figure
What's his nature?
He's a little bit androgynous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, he seems like he could float either way. Like he goes back and forth in between certain things, you know? I figured, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's whatever.
Anyways, he officially challenges Roderick Strong to a rematch for the North American Championship, and he cuts a really good promo. You know, But I was joking. Of course, obviously, he's like that. He did it in the promo. He was like, the Dream doesn't have a problem taking on more than one man at a time. So, yeah. But it was a good promo. And then, of course, he does the Dream over, and he disappears.
Roderick Strong next week will probably say, Mr. Dwayne, John detected.
I'm a bad boy now. I got my friends, and I'm a bad boy. I'll beat you. I set your couch on fire. And your women, too. Like next week, he sets all the women on fire.
Oh, that's terrible. This went dark very quickly.
Yeah. Next up, we have Io Shirai versus Mia Yim. First commercial break during this match at 35 minutes. Again, this was all because of AEW at the same time, but this is the first commercial break.
Interesting.
35 minutes in.
I watched this on Hulu. It wasn't on there. Huh.
What?
Yeah.
You watched it live?
No, I watched it on replay on Hulu.
Oh.
Wow. They
Okay.
cut that out. Okay. So Andrew's notes on this are, thank God Andrew watched it. I'm a
So
little
then
bit
what did you
disappointed.
see? There was no commercial?
The next match I have was Candice LeRae and Shayna Baszler.
So you didn't see this at all?
No.
Oh, you can't watch it on Hulu then.
Yeah, I guess I can't watch it on Hulu. Wow, they cut the shit out of that then.
Yeah.
How much did I miss?
You missed quite a bit.
Holy fuck. I see all the notes you wrote.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow. Okay.
What, was it only an hour?
It was like an hour and 20 minutes. I figured with commercials, it probably equaled out to 2 hours.
Well, no, not when it's limited commercials.
Oh,
Definitely not.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, Hulu sucks, man.
That's my bad, guys. My
Yeah,
bad.
That's your bad.
But I watched all 2 hours of AEW.
I think it's on the network already, or maybe I think it gets uploaded Thursday night. So I guess maybe you can't watch on the network.
Interesting. Okay.
I would check though.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, thank God you got the notes.
Yeah. So Io Shirai versus Mia Yim, and
So people get to not hear me talk about anything for the next couple minutes. Probably a pleasure to some. Go on.
Well, but then you don't shut up.
I'll try.
You're still talking. Anyways, did you know Ronaldo can rhyme? Take a listen to this.
More fun than playing games on your phone. We are NXT. We are back to the bone.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But Io wins with her moonsault off the top rope, so of course Io wins. You know, Mia Yim's pretty much done getting a push.
I don't really like Mia Yim.
No one does.
Yeah, I don't understand why she got a push to begin with. There's so many chicks there.
Just because someone had to
I haven't
lose.
seen Bianca Belair in forever, and I get to see Mia Yim. Not technically me this week, but sure.
Oh, they showed Bianca Belair.
Did they?
Yeah, you missed this part too.
Fuck.
They showed the Street Profits arrive to the arena, and Bianca Belair was next to Ford. They're like, "Oh, there's Bianca Belair, you know, Ford's wife." So, like in this episode of NXT,
She's
if
not a
you've
wrestler?
never watched NXT, you're just like,
just a
"Oh,
wife."
that's Ford's wife.
Oh, okay.
That's nice."
She's cute.
Yeah, but I didn't like seeing her with them. Doesn't
Right.
fit her character.
Right, because she's an asshole.
Yeah.
And they're like doofy good guys.
Right. But then after this, we have Kevin Nash and Scott Hall appear in the crowd.
Random.
Scott Hall looked in the camera and said, "Wednesday Night Wars start now." They probably didn't like that.
How many times do you think they've ever seen an NXT match before?
I think
guess
they
so.
have.
You think so?
Yeah. Because Triple H is their fucking buddy. I'm sure they have. It's probably not the first time they've been there as well.
Okay.
Next up, we have Johnny Gargano versus Shane Thorne.
I missed the Johnny Gargano match.
That's
too.
Rebel Heart! That's Rebel Heart!
All right, I'm disappointed now.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Although I'm sure it wasn't a very big match.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, well, it comes to territory.
Ronaldo said, that's true. Ronaldo said Gargano has more heart than Valentine's Day. Also, Shane Thorne is as annoying as autocorrect. Shane Thorne is as annoying as Mauro Ronaldo.
One of those probably would win worst comment.
Yeah. But it was a good match. Obviously, you knew Gargano was going to win. He hits the Poison Rana. And then the DIY super kick for the win. Why the DIY super kick? Hint, hint.
For things
Wink,
to come later,
wink.
I guess.
Yeah. And then we have Shayna Baszler versus Candice
Okay, I
LeRae
can check back in now. Josh is back in. I
for
watched
the
this
NXT
match.
Women's Championship. Baszler kicked Candice's left arm against the steel steps. Candice planted Baszler face first on the apron. Baszler hit a side suplex off the second rope. Baszler went for the Kirifuda clutch, but Candice rolled out and put Baszler in the Kirifuda clutch, only for a few seconds, but that was cool.
Yeah. I thought that not Baszler. I thought LeRae had a lot of good moves in this match. She was really frisky.
Yeah.
But of course, the Roman Reigns of the women's division kick out, submission,
Choke.
repeat.
Yeah, Baszler sat on the top rope and put Candice in the Kirifuda clutch for a few seconds, kind of like
Right.
Baszler was hanging off of her. Candice hit a swinging neck breaker off the second rope.
That was great.
Then she goes for the lion salt, but Baszler moves, locks in the Kirifuda clutch, and Candice fought as hard as she could, but eventually tapped.
Yeah. So sad.
Bow, bow, bow.
When judging, because I watched the AEW first, and I watched this one. When judging these two women's matches side by side, I was really disappointed in this women's match.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I thought it was really quick. It was probably 10 minutes long, if that. I don't know. It didn't.
You watched that on Hulu. They probably cut it in half.
Maybe they did. Okay.
I thought it was kind of long. I thought it was like 20 minutes.
Did you?
15 at least.
Fuck, maybe it was. Maybe Hulu did cut a lot of stuff out.
was like 5
It was
minutes.
like 5 minutes on Hulu.
Oh,
What the fuck? This match is terrible.
Yeah.
No, well, I thought the AEW's match.
Wait,
was
hold
a
on.
lot
What?
better.
That's so weird. They were on the floor 2 seconds ago. Now they're on the top rope. How did that happen? This is stupid. I don't like this.
They're very quick.
Yeah.
Did I hit this on fast forward? What the fuck?
No, I thought this was better than the AEW women's match. but
Really?
yeah.
Okay. All right, fans, please tell me and Andrew what you thought.
You watched it via Hulu, so who even knows what the fuck you saw?
Maybe there's other people that watched the real live 2 hour version and maybe they were.
The hell is wrong with you?
I was trying to use hand motions to share.
Just leave my hand here.
Okay, there you go.
Next up, we see Mark Henry, Stephanie McMahon, and Alundra Blaze in the crowd.
Nope, didn't see that one.
Once again, they called Stephanie the chief brand officer, which is what they've been doing ever since Brandy got named the chief brandy officer. It's fucking stupid.
Which is weird later on when we get to news and rumors or Reese's Pieces. That's bad.
Oh, God.
It's weird because of what they mentioned later on, that, you know, this competitiveness,
Yeah.
pettiness.
Did you see Pete Dunne versus Danny Burch?
No. Son of a bitch.
I figured not. So Dunne wins with the bitter end, which it's about time he uses that again, because his last few matches, he hasn't won with that.
Right.
He won with, you know, I'm going to break your fingers. I broke your fingers. And then they tap. After the match, Dunne is attacked by Damian Priest, who gives him the reckoning.
Okay. I can get down with that. Yeah,
Or
sure.
the crossroads.
I'm interested to see to Mr. Priest face bigger and better talent.
Yeah, sure. Maybe Dunne can make him look good, which is kind of weird. I guess Dunne's losing because Damian Priest ain't losing.
Yeah. Or it's a best out of 7.
Ooh, that sounds like something for Raw, not NXT.
Well, they do that. They just don't call it best out of 7.
True. Next up, we have Kathy Kelly interviewing Adam Cole backstage. Strong, Fish, and O'Reilly walk up and ask, what are we going to do about Balor? Cole says, screw Balor. We got to focus on Fish and O'Reilly retaining their tag titles tonight. Did you see that?
Yeah, saw that.
Okay, good.
So obviously knew that Street Profits weren't winning. To be honest, I knew they weren't going to
You
win.
knew
anyways.
they, yeah. So you saw the main event at least. You saw
I did.
Fish and O'Reilly versus the Street
What?
Profits.
I didn't see that. It wasn't on Hulu. No, it
Oh,
was.
no, of course.
It was
It
great.
had to have been.
That was a good
That
match.
would have been, well, yeah. So, yeah, NXT Tag Team titles. Ford and Dawkins came out with rapper Wally.
Oh, I'm just now thinking, out of all the things that Hulu cut, they cut a Johnny Gargano. They cut all this other shit.
Yeah.
But I had to watch 10 minutes of Wally going, where's the smoke? No, we want the smoke. We want the smoke. There wasn't any other fucking lyrics.
So
He
he's
just said that over
he's
and
a
over
rapper,
again.
right?
Yes.
But he didn't rap.
He didn't rap.
He just yelled on the microphone for 5 minutes.
It was terrible. I
Yeah.
would have rather have watched a 5-minute Johnny Gargano match.
That's when I knew they were losing. I was like, oh, Wally? Oh, they're losing, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, Undisputed Era came out next, and O'Reilly now has a guitar pick for his title. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. He's awesome. O'Reilly is amazing.
And Ronaldo said Bobby Fish is like Bobby Fischer, but his chest takes place inside the ring. So there you go. Yeah, it's pretty great. O'Reilly gave Ford a DDT. Then Fish picked him up and immediately gave him a German suplex. Again, this was a good match. Dawkins got a hot tag. He cleaned house. O'Reilly did Ambrose's old bounce off the rope spot.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was going to fall out for a second.
He's done it before,
He
yeah.
got
where he
really
has.
far.
But Fish and O'Reilly work so good together. They're so good.
They're a great tag team.
I really
It's-
would love to see them versus the Revival one day, even though it'd be heel.
Or DIY. Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah. So many great matchups.
yeah. There was a great spot
never
when
happened.
Fish came off the top rope for a splash, but Dawkins jumped out of the way and tagged in Ford. Fish splashes on the mat, and then Ford hits a frog splash off the top rope. Fish kicks out. Fish and O'Reilly then try to leave, but Dawkins meets them outside the ring, and Ford dives onto all three of them. Ford brings Fish back into the ring. He's about to
Fucking
go.
Far dive, too.
He's about to go for another frog splash, but Roderick Strong appears on the apron. Ford knocks him away. Dawkins spears Strong off the apron. And then Fish and O'Reilly, after that, hit the high-low on Ford for the win. So, yeah. They
Great
retain.
finish. Great finish. Love the match. It
And
was great match.
Hulu didn't cut off this part, right? The end? Because this is the most important part.
They did not cut off that part.
Thank God.
Thank Jesus.
After the match, Fish, O'Reilly, and Strong are celebrating in the ring. Adam Cole comes out to the stage, holds up the NXT Championship, but then the music hits. And I loved Adam Cole. He's like, fuck. And he looks down. Big Daddy Ciampa comes out to a huge pop. Ciampa walks around Cole while only looking at the NXT Championship. Cole clutches the title to his chest. Ciampa then stops.
Scared.
Yeah.
Don't take my title.
No. He holds it to his chest, and then Ciampa stops in front of Cole and then looks in his eyes, and the show goes off the air.
Meep.
It's fucking awesome.
I felt like it made. Meep.
Yep. Ciampa has returned.
Dude, I'm really excited. They set up 2 massive stars
Yeah.
for Adam Cole. Mm-hmm. 3-way. What the hell's going to happen? I'm very excited.
I know,
Plus,
right?
you know, Johnny's got to be involved somehow.
He
Now that
probably won't
Ciampa's
be.
back,
He probably won't be.
there are so many options that NXT can take. I'm literally
I know.
excited.
Yeah.
Why the fuck can't Raw be anything like this? Which is, I'm sure people are asking.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I don't know what they're going to do. It's,
Oh, for people wondering if Vince McMahon was going to start toying around now that they're live on the network, thank Jesus he has not.
There's
Have
no way-
you felt like Vince was running the show at any point?
there's no way he did this week. It was too good.
No.
It was like a takeover.
No. Yeah, it was. It was like a takeover, but all the outcomes were all the outcomes you expected to happen.
Yeah.
There's not much shock.
No, there wasn't.
No.
But, you know, the
At
matches
least on
were
the Hulu version.
the matches were good and the surprises were great.
No.
So, and I didn't expect either. I mean, once Balor shows up, you're not even thinking about Ciampa because you're like, okay, that's the next title defense. And then Ciampa shows up. It's like, wait, what?
No.
What's the next title defense?
I will say NXT had the bigger reveal this week. You know, the bigger surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. On to AEW Dynamite. First episode ever. Video intro is cool. I like their intro a lot.
Yeah.
They got the nice pyro as well. And then on commentary, we got Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone, who said he wasn't doing commentary. But I guess he was either lying or changed his mind, or maybe they threw more money in his face. Because he said, no, I'm just going to be backstage producer. I'm not doing commentary. But I'm glad he is.
Yeah. No, he was one of the great voices of this week so far.
Yeah, he used to do Nitro.
Oh, really? He didn't look that old.
He's old.
Wow. Okay.
But this should just be JR and Schiavone. Excalibur looks really dumb standing next to them. Like, they look legit. They look like legit announcers because they are. And then Excalibur's just there in a fucking mask.
Well, it's not like you
Looking
see
like a
them on
dumbass.
it. Not like you see video of them all the time. But I will say that the rapport between JR and Tony did feel a little bit better than, you know, all three of them.
Again, I didn't even hear Excalibur.
No, he was there.
I know, but like I didn't hear him. That's the problem with having 3 people. I don't know why they're so obsessed with having 3 people.
Everyone has 3 people. It is what it is. Even the A podcast, which should be 2 people, is going to have 3 whenever Joe comes back until I put him through the table and then he's gone for another week.
Well, but then we need a new table.
Yeah, fair.
You better supply us with a table.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't do that. Yeah. No, but Schiavone was funny because he was like, oh, we're back. First time in 20 years, we're back. It's like, what do you mean we? Like, he's talking as if it's WCW again.
Right.
And he did that a lot. He's like,
He
yep,
did say
oh,
we,
yeah,
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
back. And it's just like, huh?
First time in 20 years.
Yeah, it's like, no, this isn't WCW.
He was saying we as me. First time I'm back on TV
Right.
in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder
that
what
was
the
a little
story
strange.
is there. I wonder what the story is. Like, did WWE not want Schiavone? Or did Schiavone not ever want to go to WWE?
Wasn't there a rumor that WWE was courting him?
Was there?
I thought there was. Maybe
Because he
it's
never went there. He never went to after WCW was bought. He never appeared in WWE, unless I'm wrong. Someone could correct me, but I'm pretty fucking sure. I mean, he was never on commentary.
They had Taz instead.
Well, yeah, they had Taz. I'm just saying he never appeared. It's kind of weird. Like in 20 years, it's like, oh, there he is again. Oh, okay.
Some people never make it to WWE, and they're still fucking pretty good. Adam Page.
Well, yeah, but Adam Page hasn't been around for 20 years.
That's true.
Anyways, did you also see the timekeeper ringside? The hot chick in the red dress?
No, I didn't notice her.
No?
No.
That's Carissa Rivera, who is, she appeared on NXT a couple times. She's also dating Kona Reeves.
Oh, bad life choice.
But she was... But when I first saw her on NXT, like, I remember the episode, I was just like, oh my God, she's so hot. Like, she's, she's smoking. No, don't just type just type Carissa Rivera.
I don't know how to spell Carissa.
He just Googles AEW Timekeeper.
Carissa.
As if that's going to do anything.
Rivera. Okay. I think I got it. That's her?
No,
Jesus.
that's not. No. Okay, you are so bad. Should I even.
She has a belt?
I told him Carissa Rivera, and he types Chrissy Rivera.
Oh, Jesus. Look at that.
That's not her, you moron. Oh,
I typed in what you said.
No, you did not. You typed Chrissy Rivera. I said Carissa Rivera.
She's kind of hot.
No, this is her. Hold on. See, this was her
Oh, shit. Oh,
as the
okay.
timekeeper and all that. No touching. No touching. There she is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Oh, you like her?
Yeah, she doesn't look like the girl on here.
No, because she's not that girl.
Oh, she's too small, though.
Too small?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's true. You're more of like a Nyla Rose kind of guy.
Get the fuck out of here. Nia Jax or nothing.
Nyla Jax?
Nia Jax or nothing.
All right, so first match in AEW, we got Cody versus Sammy Guevara. They showed a video package hyping this match, and we see Guevara doing parkour on cars.
Dumb.
Why?
I loved.
Why are we watching him doing parkour?
Look, as dumb as that was, I love the video package for it. It made the fight, the match, feel like a really fucking big deal, and which it was because it was the first ever.
It could have if we didn't see him doing parkour.
True. And him come out in a fucking weird zebra mask. What was that?
No, it was like a bear skin.
That is so weird.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, very dumb.
And like his whole image where he just like you see, the image of the match, it's Cody and he's all serious. And then Sammy Guevara and he's got a bear skin on and his tongue sticking out. It's like, what is he Miley Cyrus? What's going on?
Right.
Will you stop Googling Nia Jax? My God, she's huge there.
She looks beautiful.
It was like the width of your laptop. Come on already.
Dude, but fucking look at that. Come on.
That's not hot.
It's hot.
No, it's not. Stop it. Put it away. You're just like Joe. At least Joe looks up hot chicks, though.
Nia Jax is hot for me. I like Nia Jax.
Well, not for me. There's no benefit of you doing this. At least when it's Joe, he's pulling up some good shit.
Anyways, I thought the match was really good. And I love Cody. When Cody first came out and was kind of staring around, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a real good moment. Like, fuck, we finally did this.
He comes out with Brandy from under the stage. Lots of pyro and fire for him.
Just like
And then Sammy comes out with the bear skin and he looks 15 years old.
he did. This is such a fucking mismatch. You got a grown-up facing a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Did you see what JR said about Sammy? He said, Sammy Guevara reminds me of the Diaz brothers of MMA. No.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, JR.
Maybe
they would murder him.
The Diaz's
The
cousin.
Diaz brothers.
Weird cousin, who's 14.
I thought they're brothers.
They
Oh,
are.
you mean Guevara's
Like,
their
their
cousin?
cousin.
Yeah,
It's
no,
14.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh my! Are
nothing
you
like it.
kidding me?
Yeah,
Those guys are murderers.
Talk about trying to push somebody. Jesus.
Looking back on it, I can't believe I was a Conor McGregor fan over Nate Diaz. Like when those fights were happening, they had
You got sold on the Irishness.
They had the two fights. I'm not Irish. I don't care about
I know,
that.
but that's what you bought into.
I got sold on his promos, and
yeah.
how good of a shit talker he was.
Epic shit
But now I'm like, I fucking hate McGregor.
Yeah.
Because now he's a shit talker and he can't fucking win.
Right.
He sucks now. And Nate Diaz is still a badass.
Yeah, Nate Diaz and his brother, they're just two guys that don't give a fuck about anything, but they'll
Right.
still beat the living shit out of you.
Yeah, and all that Conor McGregor does is talk about fighting, and he doesn't fight.
Right.
Because he knows he's just going to get his ass kicked again.
He's a pussy.
It's
Pussy.
really sad. So Cody goes for a suicide dive, but Guevara pulls Brandy in front of him, and Cody knocked his wife down. But
Great.
she's a trooper. She got right back up. because
So she stabbed him with his heel.
because she's Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she did, right? She slapped him with her heel later
Yeah.
while the ref isn't looking. And then later they were both on the top rope, and Cody hit a reverse superplex that Guevara kicked out of. They both hit cutters or RKOs.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't call it RKO.
That again, like, they can't call it an RKO. That literally means Randall Keith Orton.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Learned something new. I thought it meant a rear knockout.
No.
Okay.
A rear knockout.
Yeah, because you're doing it from the rear. Grab it.
You're doing it from the rear?
Yeah.
No.
When you're swinging around, you're doing it from the rear.
No, you're not.
I honestly thought that's what it was.
Wow.
Wow. I'm myth.
Wow.
Okay.
It's called a cutter because, DDP was the diamond cutter. I swear, will you stop? Enough
Shit.
already.
Turn my laptop.
I'm done
so
with
you can't
this.
See.
God, are you here? Are you gonna
I'm
be
here.
here for the podcast?
I'm here. I'm always here.
Okay. So, where am I now? Guevara gave Cody the Spanish fly off the top rope. Cody kicks out. In the end, Guevara went for a shooting star press, but Cody put his knees up and rolled up Sammy for the win.
Really good match.
Here's the thing. They said that they were going to have like clear winners now. Like AEW is going to have clear winners. It's not going to be bullshit. And the first match you have on your fucking debut show is a roll-up. Come on.
Was it a roll
It's
up?
Sammy Guevara. Yes. He put his knees up and then just rolled them up. Small package. Same thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was that. How that finished.
That was a lame finish.
Yeah.
That's your first match? He's Sammy Guevara.
Well, they're trying to push him because he's just like one of the Diaz brothers.
Okay. And obviously he's going to be a part of a stable because we know what happens. But, like, he's still the last man on the stable.
Right.
And Cody's the top guy. So Cody could beat, everyone else in the stable.
Well, okay. So counterpoint to what you're saying. Remember the match had a time limit of 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're going by Cody's thinking, maybe it's like, well, just fucking roll him up quick to just pick up the quick win before it elapses 20. Because it was getting pretty close to 20 minutes.
Put the knees up, hit crossroads. What is that? 2 more seconds?
I'm just saying, I'm trying to do some thinking for you.
Well, you're not good at that.
I'm just trying to say.
You're not good at thinking. So then Tony Schiavone tries to interview Cole after the match, but Guevara got in his face. Then he offered a handshake, which Cody accepted, but it was all a ruse because then Jericho shows up and attacks Cody from behind. Jericho gives Cody a code breaker, and then they go to a split-screen commercial break where we see Jericho the whole commercial break beating the fuck out of Cody, which I thought was pretty fucking great. I thought that was really cool.
It's a way to get people to watch the commercials.
Usually, whenever WWE goes the split screen commercial break, like nothing happens.
Right, guys are walking around the ringside just doing bullshit, yelling
Or
at
it's
fans.
or it's like, headlock,
Right.
rest hold. But he's giving him code breakers on the small screen.
Right.
I'm not watching the commercial.
Don't tell the people that.
Right. He hits him with a code breaker, hits him with the title and a chair, all during the commercial break.
Yeah, the title too, during the commercial break.
Then we come back from the commercial. Jericho's still beating him up. And then Jericho powerbombs Cody through 2 chairs and then grabs a mic and says, I am Chris Jericho, and I am the champion of AEW.
Wearing the bubbly shirt.
Oh, yes. Yes. Again, that's why Chris Jericho's the best.
Great.
Next up, we have MJF versus Brandon Cutler.
Love MJF.
Cutler is basically a jobber, but he's friends with the Young Bucks.
Right. I guess they don't have jobbers yet. He's enhancement talent.
Well, he's one of them, I guess.
He's
and
definitely one of
he
them.
better be a jobber going forward. You can never push Cutler after what they did to him in this match.
No.
So, first of all, MJF buries Cutler on the mic before them. This might be the only time we see this guy,
True.
Kind of like...
Because they said he came out of retirement or something like that.
Right. And this is probably all true.
Yeah.
He's probably friends with the Young Bucks. He came out of retirement just like, hey, yeah, I'll do a match. I'll, job to MJF.
Mm-hmm.
But MJF buries him on the mic before the match. He toys with Cutler too much, so Cutler gets some shots in. But then Cutler goes to the top rope, and he's going to do something. but he just falls off for no. He like loses his balance. And he's
Right.
like, whoa,
Like,
whoa.
oh, he dislocated his knee or whatever. Blah 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 blah.
It's like this is wow. That's fucking horrible.
right.
So Cutler then charges at MJF in the corner, but MJF pulls the ref in front of him. Cutler backs off. MJF punches Cutler off his feet and then locks in an armbar for the win. And like, I know maybe not in AEW, but at least in NXT, so many people have the armbar finisher. Fuck. Get a different finisher, man.
Well,
I'm
just
so tired of seeing so many armbars. Becky has an armbar. Ronda has an armbar. Asuka has an armbar. Matt Riddle has an armbar. Fuck. Enough.
just remember.
Enough with the armbars.
Just remember, these are one of the first time that people are seeing these people. Maybe they're gonna have more stuff. This was a short match. You didn't get to see his full repertoire.
Well, but does he have a finisher that's not an armbar?
He might. Who fuck knows? We're
I
gonna
hope
find
so.
out.
I'm so
The more
tired
it comes.
of seeing so many armbars. It's getting so tiring. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up we have Chris Van Vliet interviewing Kevin, or is it Vliet? Chris Van Vliet, I think. He actually got like famous off of YouTube, like interviewing wrestlers off YouTube. And now he has a job with AEW.
Oh
so.
shit! Hey, we're gonna get a job with AEW.
Well, he's done a good job in the interviews. I've watched some of them.
Okay.
I don't know. He probably has connections as well, but I think he's good.
We
I
do
mean,
some
they
type of
they
creative
put him in
content.
this shitty segment.
Oh, it was terrible. We were joking about it earlier. I cannot stand skinny Kevin Smith.
Well,
Terrible.
okay, but he's being healthy. This is so he can
I know,
live.
but he just, I don't know. It looks.
You hate him because he's skinny? What are you jealous?
Maybe a little bit jealous. Okay,
That's not the problem.
He
here.
doesn't look goofy. I like fat, goofy people.
He still looks
He's
goofy.
not goofy.
With his phone out, and he's like, oh. He looked like he never saw wrestling before.
And then Jason was terrible too. Looked like they were high the whole time.
Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
Well, and they're there to promote Jay and Silent Bob, the new movie, which looks
Probably
horrible.
were high.
By the way, as soon as AEW started, they showed them.
Right.
As soon as it went on air, it's like, oh, fuck.
Look who's here. Kevin Smith.
What was that? Okay. Jesus.
It's a camera. Isn't this how cameras
That's
work?
not how you operate a camera. Nope.
No.
You don't jerk it into your mouth.
No.
No, that's not how you do it. Please don't ever touch the camera. Jesus. My God, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, yeah, so they're promoting Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot, again, which looks bad. But Chris Jericho's in it. And Helico and Jack Evans walk up. They're the Light Bright team. You know, the
Terrible.
highlighters, the green
Terrible.
highlighters. They walk up and say Morris Day and the Time suck. I doubt they even know who Morris Day and the Time is because they're probably like 20 years old. And then Jason Mewes tells them, you guys aren't even good enough to win a match. And then Private Party shows up and they bring Jay and Silent Bob some drinks. And then the segment just ends.
Right. It was so weird because they had like the ushers or whatever usher them off.
Is Private Party just
It's
working the event?
So weird. I have no fucking clue. That was a weird finish. It was.
This is a common problem that WWE has. Like, they don't know how to end segments. It just ends, like, in the middle of it.
Right.
Kind of like a bad SNL sketch.
Well, they needed Jason Mewes to like, give someone a rock bottom.
That's what I thought was going to happen or something. Like, Private Party shows up and they just give them drinks and that's it. What the fuck was that?
Didn't even ask for money. Probably
bad.
got fired later.
Maybe.
And
Next
free
up, we
drinks.
see SCU outside the White House. These guys are so cringe.
I thought it was great.
They try so hard to be cool, but it's just not happening.
I thought the promo was great. I thought the back-to-back promos was a little bit dumb because they also cut a promo right afterwards.
It was so fucking dumb. I've never seen that before. They cut a promo at the White House, and they go back to the arena and they cut another promo.
Right. I thought the promo at the White House was great.
No.
What happened is they were probably like, oh, guys, this fucking promo was great. We got to get this on TV. They put it on TV.
First of all,
And then they fucking must have forgot it was right. It was going to be in another promo.
First of all,
Go on.
Scorpio Sky is doing an Obama impression which would make sense if Obama was still the president. And then he does his, "This is the worst city I've ever been in." That's such a horrible catchphrase. Are you a bad guy? I don't understand, because you say it in front of the crowd, but then you're like, I don't understand.
It's like a Jason Mantzoukas on.
Are they bad guys or not?
On what you know? He's like, "What's up, jerks?"
It's not like that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
exactly like that.
No.
It's exactly like that.
So back in the arena, Tony Schiavone interviews SCU on the stage. Scorpio Sky starts cutting another promo. And Christopher Daniels, who's been around for a long time, he's fucking old. You can see that. Mm-hmm. He's mouthing the words that Scorpio Sky is saying. Go back and watch Christopher Daniels, and he's talking and he's mouthing the words.
I wonder why. Weird.
Well, it's just bad acting. That's like bad actors who are trying to memorize their lines. Like if you and I did a scene and I really sucked, like obviously we both read over the script.
Right.
And you just start talking, say something, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's going to be another one of those days. Tough day.
yeah, I agree. Like it's like, oh, that's my son. Oh, that's my turn to talk. Okay, yeah, that's what Christopher Daniels is doing. It was just really bad. I don't know why he even knows what Scorpio Sky was gonna say.
Right. They don't have writers.
It wasn't even important. Well, clearly they do, because he fucking knew what he was saying. So they talk about the tag team tournament, but then the Lucha Brothers show up. Pentagon Jr. spits in Christopher Daniels' face, so they start fighting, but then they're split up by officials. At least SCU's, if they're fighting, are they fighting each other in the first round?
Yeah, I think they're fighting the Lucha Brothers.
Oh, well, good. SCU will be out early then.
No, SCU's going to win, man.
No, they're not. The Lucha Brothers?
Yeah.
The Lucha Brothers just beat the Young Bucks. They're going far in this tournament.
Well, everyone's going to lose the Dark Order anyway.
Oh, God. Though they are horrible.
I don't know what
The
to
Dark
tell you.
Order,
That's probably who's going to win.
it's horrible. They are horrible. Don't you agree?
They're on the opposite side of the bracket.
Should be Luchasaurus and
They're not even in it, right?
Jungle Boy. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they
Fuck, I got to pull that up now.
got like added, didn't they?
Okay.
They fucking better. What else are they gonna do? So next up we have Hangman Adam Page versus Pac. Pac.
Pac?
I gotta get used
Pac?
to that. Pac. It's Pac. I gotta
Just
get
add a
used to
K
that.
on there.
I guess, yeah. JR called.
Pac-Man Jones.
Thank you.
Oh.
But JR called Pac the man gravity forgot.
I heard that too. I was like, WWE's going to sue the shit out of him.
I don't think they're gonna sue, but it's kind of funny that he did that.
Yeah, it was weird.
This match, what do you think of this one? I thought it was kind of underwhelming.
I don't know. It was brutal. I mean,
Pac
it was
hit a shitty
physical.
Pac hit a shitty springboard 450 splash. I've never seen Pac/Neville fuck up like that before.
Right. I will say it didn't feel like there was a lot of heat to it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the biggest difference from WWE and everyone else, and not that WWE doesn't have botches. Mm-hmm. They do. But as far as the top talent is concerned, it seems like it's less than like AEW. And I think it's just because WWE is like Disney World in a sense, where it's like everything has to work, nothing can break. You know what I mean? Like you have to do this and not fuck it up, because that was a bad spot. And then Pac and Omega at Double or Nothing, or whatever the last one was, All Out. Sorry, they like had a really bad botch in there as well.
We're wrong.
Yeah.
SCU is fighting Best Friends.
Okay, so SCU will beat Best Friends.
And then they'll lose to the
Then
Dark
they're going to
Order.
lose to the Dark Order.
Then we have Lucha Bros versus Jungle Express.
Oh, Jungle Express is out early.
And Private Party versus the Young Bucks.
So yeah, it'll be Young Bucks, Lucha Bros. It'll be the Young Bucks versus the Dark Order.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Dark Order winning.
Probably.
God help us. They're
Probably.
stupid.
But yeah, I agree with you. It feels like there's a little bit less care to perfection with AEW.
Yeah, I mean that's just, but it's because it's like more freedom for everyone, I guess.
Right.
Whereas like, we have Johnny Gargano versus Ciampa, and it's like, my God, these guys are amazing. Or Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. Oh, but the booker of the match was Shawn Michaels?
Right.
What? Like, That's the difference there. It's like,
Right.
oh, Shawn Michaels booked this match. Oh, well, holy shit.
Right. Isn't Billy Gunn like one of the agents for
AEW.
For AEW?
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a big
they've got-
difference between Billy Gunn and Shawn Michaels.
There is. Billy Gunn's still great and all, and they have some other good people there, like
Right.
DDP and all that. But you have the best of all time booking these matches and
Right.
and helping these guys learn about ring psychology and all that.
Well, the talent's different too. NXT, better talent, I would say.
Yeah, better matches,
Yeah.
and which is ridiculous for like Kenny Omega. And I get it. I know it's a war, but for Kenny Omega to be like, well, they're developmental. Like we're the real stars. It's like they're better. They're better.
AEW
Their guys are better than you.
AEW might have a better like 3 or 4 guys that might be better than
Well, you have
anyone.
Chris Jericho.
Right, Chris Jericho,
And he's-
Kenny Omega, John Moxley.
Chris Jericho, at least in my opinion, is a top 5 star of all time.
Right.
He's just that fucking good.
Right.
Now he's 47, 48 now, but
Right.
still,
Still fucking pretty good.
he's still pretty great.
Right.
And, Ambrose is there, Moxley, so,
Yeah.
right. Anyways, back to the match. Paige gave Pac a fall-away slam off the second rope. That was nice. And then Pac and Paige almost ran into referee Earl Hebner. And then Pac kicked Paige in the nuts while Hebner was trying to avoid them. And then Pac hit the Black Arrow. It's called the Black Arrow now.
Not the Red Arrow, because he's a bad guy.
And then he put Paige in the Brutalizer submission for the win. Now, let me ask you, how did Pac win this match?
The referee said, it's over.
Why?
I have no clue because he didn't tap.
In UFC, if you put someone in a submission, the match isn't over unless he passes out, or taps.
Right.
Or I guess
not
if they
this
break your arm or something. But like,
I will agree.
what?
and
What?
There was a couple referee slip-ups throughout AEW, the top to bottom of the show.
Yeah, but I don't think this was a quote unquote fuck up. Like it was stupid that they did this, but
So you think they booked it to where the referee was just like, okay, he's done?
yeah.
Oh, but that's dumb.
Because now Paige could be like, oh, I didn't quit, I didn't tap.
Yeah, he could. That's dumb.
So,
I figured at least he'd do the thing where like, oh,
well, yeah, they don't do that anymore.
No.
But I don't know. The rules are confusing.
yeah. Well, unlike WWE, they don't really explain their rules. They just say, this is what's happening.
Right.
I do like the time limitation. I like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we have Nyla Rose versus Rio for the AEW Women's Championship with DMD Britt Baker on commentary. Is this the first time you've seen Nyla Rose?
I think it was. I might have seen her at like one of the other All Out events,
Right.
but this is the first time I've seen a match like one-on-one.
Right. Now, it's well known that Josh is a fan of the bigger girls.
A fan of Nia Jax.
Well, but you've liked Tamina, you've liked Victoria Gonzalez. So what about Nyla
Victoria-
Rose? Is she one of your girls?
No. Well,
Why? What's wrong with her?
First of all,
Josh, she's a big girl. You said big girls need love, don't they?
she is not a lady.
What do you mean?
Well-
she's in the women's division, Josh.
I guess she is a lady. I don't really know how to classify that type of stuff, but she's not for Josh. I'll just say that. She's not for Josh.
Is it because she's transfacial?
No, she's not big, man. You gotta get
She's
someone
pretty
like-
big.
She's not. There's a big size difference between Nia Jax and Nyla Rose
Uh-huh.
and Victoria Gonzalez. Oh,
Sure.
haven't seen Victoria Gonzalez.
So
in a
okay,
while.
all right. So if Nyla Rose was as big as Nia Jax, then you'd be all up on that.
I mean, if circumstances were different and she was born a woman, maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay. All right.
It happens to be that she wasn't
I
born
still
a
have a
woman.
feeling JR does not know that Nyla Rose is transgender. Well, Nyla Rose, that's one big woman. Reminds me of China. Is that a woman?
China, very cute. Go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, Nyla Rose versus Rio. Rio is so small and skinny that it's laughable that she could do anything to Nyla. That's my problem with this match.
We looked it up. She is under 100 pounds. She is 94 pounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I used to be able to bench 94 pounds.
I mean, it'd be like me fighting a child, like an 8-year-old. It's
Yeah,
just
about
ridiculous.
the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's kind of silly. This match is kind of silly right there. Rio jumped off the top rope onto Nyla on the outside, but Nyla barely caught her. Like she barely.
Well,
she
she
almost
did.
dropped her.
She did, and that was pretty impressive. She fucking caught.
It's not impressive to catch a fucking 50-pound thing.
Technically, a chick catches someone that's falling sideways. That's pretty hard.
Okay.
10 feet, maybe not.
So
that
then
much.
Nyla got a chair from under the ring and was about to just get disqualified.
And the ref pulls it out of her hands.
Yeah, I don't get why they do that. It makes Nyla look really stupid. Because it's like, well, you're about to get disqualified and lose the title.
Right.
Okay, dummy.
Well, she ended up pulling out more chairs later.
Well, yeah, she gets a bunch
Some
of
of the rules are a little bit they're floating rules.
She gets a bunch of chairs. She lays Riho on them. And then she goes for a senton bomb off the apron, but Riho moves, so Nyla landed on the chairs.
Right.
Later, Riho was hanging on the ropes, and Nyla jumped off the top with a knee to the back, which Riho kicked out of, where if she did that in real life, Riho would be dead. Or at least paralyzed.
Right.
I mean, paralyzed for sure if she did that to her back. Later, Riho superplex Rose off the top rope and then hit her with double knees for the win.
Yeah, painful. If you hit me with double knees in my back, I'd go down 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but if like an 8-year-old did it,
Yeah, okay, maybe I'd kick out it too.
yeah, you think?
Put the shoulder up.
Yeah. So Riho wins it. The title is super small, so I guess they made it for Riho.
Looked like earwings on Nyla Rose.
I mean, it's like smaller than like the kids' toy belts,
It was pretty small.
which it's old school. Like the wrestling titles used to be really small. Like if you look at the old black and white photos, you know, like if you look at like Mae Young, her like that title. Even the men had small titles back then. So maybe it's a tribute to that, to like the old titles. Yeah, Mae Young title.
One of the things that I guess I'm probably gonna have to look it up a little bit differently.
I'm sure if you just Google Mae Young
Mae Young's
Classic.
Mae Young Classic.
No, not Mae Young Classic, 'cause that's the name of the fucking thing.
Mae Young
Do Fabulous Moolah.
Fabulous Moolah
Moolah
Young
Young.
title.
See,
Oh,
there's
shit.
look how small that
Yeah,
title
that
is.
that is tiny.
Yeah.
But look at those boobies.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, after the match, Michael Nakazawa, who's the guy that puts baby oil all over himself, he tries to interview Riho, but Nyla attacks him from behind. Almost broke his neck with a botched power bomb.
That was terrifying for a second. Thank God she recouped. Shim recouped. Bam!
Yeah.
Down. It was
Yeah.
great. That was
She
perfect.
saved it. Nyla then attacked Riho, but then Kenny Omega ran out for the save, and Nyla left.
Wearing a one championship shirt. I don't know if you noticed that.
A what?
A one championship shirt. Now it looks like they're doing some cross promotion with one championship, like the MMA, the UFC of China and Japan.
Oh, Omega had that shirt on?
Yeah, you notice like small.
No, I don't even know what that
Small
was.
detail.
I don't even know what one
Small detail.
championship is.
I only noticed it because he came to save with a shirt on. He left. 3 minutes later, he came out with no shirt.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to come out and then go to the back and then come out again for your match.
Different clothes.
So, yeah, for the main event, we got Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Chris Jericho and Santana and Ortiz. 3 minutes into the match, Jon Moxley appears in the ring.
So is Santana and Ortiz like a ripoff of the Usos? Small
The
ripoff?
Usos? I would say they're more of a ripoff of the Shining Stars.
No.
Come to Puerto Rico.
Just because they're okay, that's gonna get you in trouble with all our Puerto Rican fans. Just because they're both Puerto Rican doesn't mean they're ripoffs of each other. I just meant that the way they look like the penitentiary.
Oh, so you're saying all Samoans and Puerto Ricans look alike? And they're all thugs and should be in jail? Wow, Josh.
A large majority, sure.
Jesus, here we go. Here we go. Anyways, I'm not focused on Santana and Ortiz. They were both goofy as fuck in this match.
Yeah,
So Jon Moxley appears like 3 minutes into the match, attacks Kenny Omega, and the ref doesn't call for the bell.
right.
AEW, somehow you did it. Your rules are somehow more confusing than WWE's.
Right.
WWE,
Kept on
who
going.
they just change them on the fly, but you can just straight up interfere in a match,
Well,
beat up a guy and bring him backstage, and it's fine. The match is still going on.
if they never explain the rules, you never really know the rules. And I
is
never
that
heard, like I said, unlike WWE, who constantly is explaining the rules every single fucking match, it seems like.
Well, they said one time that like everything is at the referee's discretion.
Well, there you go. Referee can change whatever he wants at any time.
Do whatever. The referee just grabs the mic. This is now a street fight. Okay. So Omega and Moxley fight through the crowd, then in the backstage area. Omega finds a mop, and everyone pops because then, he's the cleaner. And he attacks Moxley with it.
Oh, I thought it was because he wrestled a mop once.
Yeah, I think he did.
No.
But still,
I thought that's what the pop was for. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, he wrestled like a sex toy.
I think he
like
wrestled a few things. Like
yeah.
like a 4-year-old or something like that, too.
Whatever.
No.
So the brawl
I'm not
ends.
searching those videos. I'm just saying that's what I've heard.
The brawl ends with Moxley giving Omega the paradigm shift onto a glass table. Bam. So that was pretty sweet.
Ouch. Looked like a real glass table, too.
It's pretty sweet. Well, no, it wasn't. That would be fucking stupid. There's no reason to do it on a real glass table.
Moxley is fucking stupid. He goes by his own rules. He doesn't give a shit about anything.
Wow, you are a mark.
I'm just saying.
So the Young Bucks are down a man for the rest of the match. In the end, Jericho hits one of the Young Bucks with the Judas effect for the win.
They're a ripoff of the Usos.
Who?
The Young Bucks.
The Young
one of the
Bucks?
Young Bucks. I don't know which one.
Well, yeah, there's not. How do you tell them apart?
I agree. That's why it's funny.
I mean, like, unless you show them close up, it's like I could tell you
Rex,
which
they
one's
both got
which.
the fucking same ham hock sideburns,
Yeah,
same gear.
they both look like fucking Elvis impersonators.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jericho wins with the Judas effect. After the match, Cody comes to the rescue because they're still beating him up. But then Sammy Guevara comes out and kicks Cody in the balls. Then Dustin Rhodes comes out, cleans house, and kicks Guevara in the balls.
Half-face.
But then the big reveal for AEW.
Who? Who is it? Is it Booker T?
What? That was what you thought of?
I don't know. Is it CM Punk?
No. Jake
Cain
Hager.
Velasquez?
Jake Hager, formerly known as Jack Swagger, gets in the ring and beats up Dustin, Cody, and the Young Bucks. Hager gives Cody a swagger bomb, but I guess now it's called
Hager bomb.
a Hager bomb.
Jaeger bomb.
Like a Jaeger bomb. The crowd chanted, "We the people," because WWE. Then they bring in a really small table, and Hager power bombs Dustin Rhodes on it. And then Jericho hits Cody with the Judas effect. And for the first time in his career, Chris Jericho has a stable.
So
But this was everyone knew Swagger was coming at some point.
yeah, but I don't think anybody knew it was going to be then.
Well, there was rumors that he was going to show up at this first show. Like the day before, the day of, and everything. It was like, oh yeah, he's expected to appear. And he did. But like when they originally said like, oh, this was going to be all elite, like only the elite wrestlers, and Cody said, we don't want to keep getting, guys from WWE, has-beens from WWE, and they get Jack Swagger, who was never really anything in WWE.
What? What are you talking about? You said all they want are all elite people?
Yeah.
To this day, Andrew, the fucking greatest match I've ever seen has involved Jack Swagger. Mm-hmm. You fucking were there. You
was.
thought that was an amazing match.
It was, yeah.
Jack Swagger's an A+ player.
It was,
Never
it
booked
was
that way.
before Raw. They were taping a main event match between Swagger and Rusev, and it was really good.
Such a good match.
It was a really good match, yeah.
Such a good match.
But I guess they're going to make Swagger their Brock Lesnar.
Because
he's MMA.
fucking huge.
And he's the only big guy. I mean, I guess him and
Right.
Luchasaurus. But now that he's an MMA fighter and he's winning, which it's like, that's fine. I'm fine with just, he should just stay in MMA. He's kicking ass there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was a lukewarm reveal.
This isn't the greatest of stables, but at least it's a stable.
So Joe Pop for this one, right?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him about it yet.
Okay.
But yeah,
Probably did.
that's all for AEW. So which show was better this week? You know, it's the first one. I guess we'll do this every week. We'll keep score. And at the end of the year, it'll be like, all right, who won the year or
Who won
something
the year?
like that. Even though it's only a few months.
So I felt that AEW had the better show.
I can't believe you're saying that. Balor showed up.
Yeah,
Ciampa.
but they did nothing. They
Ciampa.
just showed up. They just showed
Ciampa.
up. Look,
Ciampa.
AEW.
The greatest sports entertainer of all time.
Big Daddy Ciampa. Look at that fucking beard.
You betrayed him. He's going to hit you with this crutch now.
Probably will. It breaks in half.
Sorry, nothing was better than those two moments.
Oh, look.
What was better than those two moments on AEW?
I really loved the Cody match. I loved John Moxley coming out. I loved the stable at the end.
That was all better than Balor and Ciampa.
It was better because they did nothing. All they did was come out.
What did the stable do? They just beat them up in the ring.
Yeah, that's a little bit more action.
Fucking Jack Swagger.
I thought AEW for the first night had a better show. There was more unexpected twists in AEW's show than anything. Look, of
Okay, but
course,
then how do we score this?
You had two reveals, but every fucking championship match, every other match went the exact way it should have went.
What are you talking about? I could have told you who won.
Shayna Baszler won.
Okay, I could have told you.
Fucking
No.
Undisputed Era won. Fucking Adam Cole won. Everything
I could have told you every winner, every outcome of AEW.
You could
Cody
have.
was clearly going to beat Sammy Guevara.
I figured that
MJF was going to beat the Jobber.
Okay, I figured that one. I had no clue about the rest.
Pac was going to beat Hangman, of
I had
course.
no clue about that one.
Well, for sure. Riho was going to win.
I really
for
thought
sure.
that Nyla was going to win.
And then Jericho, the bad guys were going to win. Of course, man. It was just as obvious.
I didn't think so. Look,
Candice had a shot.
as a wrestling tween, because I'm not a fully adult yet. As a wrestling,
No, you're a twink. A
I'm
wrestling
tween.
twink.
As a wrestling tween,
you're a bear,
I
actually.
don't have.
You'd be a bear.
I don't have the farthest reach of knowledge, so I don't know who's going to win every single match.
So then I get 2 votes.
No, you get one.
Well, how do we score it then? What, they tied?
They tied.
No.
You get one, I get one. At the end of the year, we score.
Joe was very vocal on Twitter about how he felt, and he felt
But
NXT.
he wasn't fucking here, so it doesn't count.
Well, but no, that's the tiebreaker.
Gotta be here.
That was the tiebreaker. It's Joe, so NXT wins this week. It's official. But we need a tiebreaker. So
NXT won, I guess.
NXT won. Yeah.
Pizza!
Oh, shut up. All right, but
NXT? That was terrible.
it is. You should stop doing that.
That's
Let's
fine.
give some awards. How about that?
All right.
Full awards.
What is the... What's the music we're listening to now?
Who Jeff or worst dressed?
Worst dressed. Let me go up. Worst dressed, I had Riho. I don't know. I thought it was kind of basic.
What? Basic?
I thought it was basic.
Basic?
Yeah, it's just wearing white and red. I don't know. It didn't really do anything for me. Plus, she's so small.
So because you didn't get a boner, she's worst dressed.
I thought that was the whole point.
I had Sammy Guevara with the fucking bear skin.
Yeah, it was
That
pretty
was
bad,
worse
too.
than Riho.
It was pretty bad.
Best dressed?
Finn, I thought he looked cool as fuck.
Okay,
Leather jacket.
he did look cool. Yeah, I'll give him that. I had Io Shirai.
Yeah, he was. Had I seen that half of NXT, I might have won Io Shirai.
Right, yeah. Worst acting?
Worst acting was, I mean, like we mentioned before, we mentioned off podcast, there wasn't really a lot of backstage segments, so it's
Right.
kind of hard to, really give a true award. But I thought Dr. Britt Baker was pretty unforgettable on the mic when she was commentating during the women's championship match. So for that reason, she wins the award.
But no one was more forgettable than Excalibur on commentary. But I went with Scorpio Sky.
I thought his Obama impersonation was pretty good.
Yeah, but then what he said after was really bad. Best acting?
The Obama impersonation.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
I love the SCU's White House.
What about
promo.
Velveteen Dream?
It was great. Velveteen was Velveteen.
Oh boy.
Velveteen Dream was great, but I really loved that promo. That was great. This is why I thought AEW won the war, because AEW had more memorable moments.
No, they did not. More memorable moments
I thought so.
than Ciampa and Balor. Okay.
Bobby Lashley can't change my mind.
All right. I had Velveteen Dream. Worst comment?
Anything Ronaldo said? There was some
Yeah.
great stuff.
One of
that
the
you
just
mentioned.
pick one of the things I read or
Right.
played.
Yeah.
Best comment?
Best comment was anything MJF said. I thought MJF was fantastic when he was walking down, just tearing the crowd down, tearing his opponent down. I don't know if that's his shtick, if he's going to do that every single time, but I loved it. I thought he was great.
Okay. I had Finn Balor is NXT. That's what I had.
It's very good.
It's like, oh my god, he's staying. Worst match?
Worst match was the NXT Women's Championship match. That was very forgettable. Keep in mind, I only watched 1 hour of NXT, so I didn't get to see the 2 quick matches.
Okay, I had MJF versus Brandon Cutler.
Well, I liked MJF. I thought it was cool. So
But the match wasn't good. MJF is good. The match was dumb.
I didn't think the match was.
Super slow-mo?
Super slow mo match was also. I'm gonna double dip the NXT Women's Championship match. I was really, really down on the Women's Championship match. I thought there was a couple cool moments, but I thought it was pretty forgettable.
You're just trying to sound cool like everyone else. Like AEW is the hot thing, so it's like, oh, let's just love it for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
No,
I
it
try
was-
to pander to people.
No, it was still a good show. AEW was still a good show. I just thought NXT was better. I'm not saying it was bad or anything.
Well, so maybe you're trying to pander to all the wrestling marks out there. Oh, I thought NXT was better.
No, I just thought it was better. My super slow-mo was Pete Dunne versus Denny Burch, mainly because there was no reason for this match other than for Damian Priest to come out.
Fair.
It was just like, these are two good guys, I don't know. What is this? It meant nothing. Best match?
I didn't. Oh, best match. Best match was the AEW Women's Championship match. There were
No.
so many high spots. You had Nyla Rose catching Tiny Riho. You had the rolling senton.
We went over the match.
The rolling. You didn't mention that one. The
I
rolling
did, yes, I
senton
did.
onto the fucking chairs.
I did
that
mention
was
that.
fucking amazing. She was like one of the guys out there.
It was not.
I didn't even mean that as a pun.
It was not better than Riddle versus Cole. Come on.
That was really good, but I thought, look, Riddle versus Cole, you're going to expect that type of brutality from those guys. I wasn't. Maybe it's because I didn't really know what Nyla Rose or Riho had to offer, but they far exceeded my expectations.
But Riddle and Cole was still the better match.
Best match.
Worst move?
Worst move was the Judas Effect. I thought it was dumb.
Okay. I had the Ortiz headbutt pin, where he hit the headbutt and then just laid there for a pin using your head.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid.
Best move?
Best move. I wrote the John Moxley Kenny Omega through the glass table, but that is not the best move because I watched NXT later and I forgot to update my notes. The best move was the what do we call it that Adam Cole was doing to
Panama Sunrise?
Panama.
Oh my God.
Panama Sunrise. Those things are great. It sounds like an alcoholic drink, and I would love to drink it. Delicious.
Okay. I had the paradigm shift through the glass table.
Oh.
Worst moment?
Worst moment. Okay, this is gonna sound strange considering I thought the AEW won the war, but I also thought the new stable at the end was bad, mainly because I felt like they had too many things going at the end. You had John Moxley coming out destroying Kenny Omega, and you had a new stable being formed all within 5 minutes. Too much for my tiny brain.
Your brain makes no sense. You say AEW is
Too
the better
much.
show, yet the worst moment
Too much.
was the main part of the show.
Because the best moment was also part of AEW as well. It was the best and the worst.
Okay, my worst moment was Jay and Silent Bob. That whole segment.
Yeah, that was bad.
What was your best moment?
Best moment was it was the moment when John Moxley showed up. It looked perfect. Right behind Kenny Omega, coming up right behind his shoulders. Oh, it was great. Kenny Omega probably should have won Best Acting. The way he turned that was like, what's going on? What's going on? Oh shit! And bam, it was great.
I had Ciampa, of course. You're like you betrayed NXT.
Look, when Big Daddy Ciampa starts fucking working, he's gonna win some fucking awards. Right now, he's not doing anything. He's just walking out, slowly, fucking looking at the championship.
Getting you excited.
Yeah.
It didn't get you. How did you feel when you saw that? Weren't you surprised?
Yeah, it was half chub. I was great, but not full chub.
So Moxley got you full chub?
Moxley was full chub. I'm surprised
and-
Moxley
and
wasn't full chub for you.
Rio
Since
and-
Mr. I love Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I got excited.
Full chub, half chub.
Half. Ciampa got me full chub. Balor saying I'm NXT full chub.
All right, those are both half chubs.
What about Nyla Rose? Full chub?
Quarter chub.
All right. That's all for awards. Now it's time for some breaking news. So, NXT might have won the war on this show, of which show is better, but AEW won the ratings war.
Because they were better.
AEW did 1.4 million. NXT did 891,000.
Both, I think, great numbers for Wednesday night.
Well, NXT did over 1 million the first week, so it dipped a little bit because of AEW. But
Right.
AEW should win because NXT is more like an indie show. NXT has a crowd of 300 people every week, 300 or 400 people, whatever.
Right.
Whereas
well,
AEW is selling out 14,000 seat arenas
Right.
for the foreseeable future.
NXT is WWE's C show. AEW is the A show for AEW.
Yeah, it'd be different if AEW was going up against Raw or SmackDown.
Right.
It'd be a totally different situation. Well, yeah, AEW would get killed early on. But again, AEW has the bigger star. They have Jericho.
Right.
They have Chris fucking Jericho. So they should win. And they have the bigger budget because, again, it's AEW, not NXT. NXT has a smaller budget.
Right.
And you're also, your owner is the fucking Jaguars coach. So you have NFL help there. Whereas SmackDown right now has NFL help with Fox.
Right.
I mean, it's being promoted like crazy.
And
so.
then Raw's gonna have the what the fuck is Vince doing?
XFL?
XFL help.
Oh, but that's not on USA.
Who knows what it's gonna be on? They haven't signed a TV
This-
deal yet.
They
Have
have.
Have they? I've been
Yes.
so out of loop. Where are they going?
Fox and ESPN.
Oh shit! ESPN too?
No, ESPN.
Wow.
Not ESPN.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Uh-huh.
ESPN TOO, not TWO. And I used the right TOO.
Okay, great.
Yeah, wow.
Um,
But I thought those were really respectable numbers. I mean, that's what, almost 3 million people watching wrestling on a fucking Wednesday night. That's great. I was one of those 3 million.
yeah. I mean, a lot of these are probably the same people. It's not like
That
all
was
these.
that was the theory back in the day, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe those are live numbers. And is it getting people that are switching back and forth? You don't really know. It's hard to tell.
Well, again, none of this is 100% accurate because you know how Nielsen works.
Right.
You have to have a
Nielsen's-
box.
Right.
And then if you have a box, you make up a certain percentage of the whole country
Right.
who has that channel. But no, I'm sure most of these are people going back and forth, but more people stayed
Could be.
with AEW.
I was one of the 1.4. I don't have a Nielsen box, so I was one of the.
You weren't anything.
I would have been one of the 1.4 that stayed with AEW the entire time.
I've always wanted to get a Nielsen box, but again, you have to be randomly chosen. You can't just be like, "Hey, I want to do it."
Right.
They have to choose you. But I've read how complicated it is, and you only get like $50 a month, and they have to like come to your home and check, and you have to answer more questions. It doesn't seem like it's worth the trouble.
Right. Seems like a lot of work.
Yeah,
For not a
For
much payoff.
Yeah. All right, Tony Khan revealed that Jake Hager has been signed with AEW for a while,
What? I thought that was a surprise.
but he says both parties had successfully kept it a secret until now. No, you haven't. Because fucking Swagger's been saying it for months. Okay, here's how bad he is. Hager, before Double or Nothing, that's when Moxley first showed up. They were asking Hager, like, hey, you gonna show up at Double or Nothing? He's like, no, I think that's where Ambrose is showing up. So maybe
Guy
I'll
don't
do it
give a
later.
fuck.
It's like, yeah, so it's just like, okay. So no, it was not a really good kept secret.
Right.
And then in an interview with Collider Live, Cody Rhodes revealed that the door is still open if CM Punk wants to work for AEW. Rhodes said he did kind of make us look like dumbasses, saying we sent him a text offer. I'm sure we texted him, but we also called him. Someone also met you in a coffee shop. We made genuine efforts, but if he ever wanted to be a part of this and he had the passion to come back to wrestling, that door is always open. No ego, no situation would ever prevent us from having him come in because the fans have never given up on Punk. That would probably double their ratings
Bro,
if Punk came back.
I liked how he threw in there, made us look like dumbasses.
Yeah,
They try to maybe poke Punk a little bit, you know?
right. Someone's tweeting me saying that Punk to FS1 is a done deal.
Well, you look that up while
Which
I'll
would be
read
insane.
some other stuff. So per Wrestling Inc., it looks like the WWE NXT has released a few injury announcements, updates. Of course, Tommaso Ciampa has been medically cleared from neck surgery. Kyle O'Reilly is listed as day-to-day after suffering an injury during the main event. Candice LeRae is listed as day-to-day. I really like this. It's kind of like the NFL. Listed as day-to-day with a neck contusion. Shane Thorne also day-to-day after suffering AC sprain. And Matt Riddle is not medically cleared according to a report. So, interesting stuff.
So it's not like official, but some reports are saying that Punk signed. If that's true, that's just lame. I mean, Punk can do whatever he wants, but that's not. Who's going to be excited for that? I'm not going to watch that stupid backstage show. Hey, can you believe what happened this week on SmackDown? Yeah, that's
You don't
what
want to see
we
him
do.
interact with Booker T?
I don't care.
What's going on, Punk? I can't do a Booker T
No.
voice. That's terrible.
It's horrible.
That was
What the
horrible.
hell is wrong?
That was
Why don't you
bad.
just call him?
No, I don't think I'd take my phone call anymore.
Why? Did you betray him?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Booker T in a while. I should reach out to him. Say what's up.
Super.
So, do you have any other?
No.
Okay, so the next generation of McMahon is getting ready to start wrestling. Per a story on Cage Side Seats, the oldest daughter of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H has expressed interest in becoming a wrestler. She's apparently 13 years old. So this is what Stephanie McMahon said. My oldest daughter has already started training, and I would encourage them to follow their passion. You know, whatever they believe in, as long as they work hard at it. I believe in a strong work ethic. Work ethic.
We're officially in Reese's Pieces. Okay. Yep. I thought we were.
And I believe they can do anything in the world they want to do, but they're going to have to believe in themselves and work hard. Question for you. Between Stephanie and Shane, they have 6 kids, right?
Yeah.
How many of them you actually think become wrestlers?
I don't know.
Do you think that, like, in 20 years now that they're going to be taking over the business?
Maybe. Yeah. Why not? It's a family business.
That's true. Well,
They're not going to be. They're not
always-
going to be taking over the business in 20 years.
Well, they're always speculating that they're going to eventually
Vince is
sell
still
out
going to be
Disney.
running WWE in 20 years.
That's probably true. Vince or Vince's robot.
94 years old, cyborg.
So another thing that happened. This is the last thing for Reese's Pieces. Apparently, the WWE sent out a press release congratulating AEW on a successful premiere.
It's interesting.
So this is what WWE wrote via press release. The winners of last night's head-to-head telecast of NXT on USA Network and AEW on TNT are the fans, and yes, we were, who can expect Wednesday nights to be a competitive and wild ride as they continue, as this is a marathon, not a one-night
Yeah, so that's their
sprint.
response to losing the first week.
That's right.
It's a marathon.
We got fucking plenty of time to
It's not
make
a
this
sprint.
shit up. Well, when you think about it, in the original Monday Night Wars, WWE got their ass kicked for a long time. Like years.
Again, this is a completely different situation.
Small potatoes. But
If
but
they
it was
put
like what?
SmackDown on Wednesdays, it'd be a totally different story.
But how long?
But then AEW would just move to another night.
Right, but I mean, the way this is going, I mean, NXT can clearly get bigger.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well, that's why
eventually-
they're bringing Balor.
Right.
Balor should help the ratings a bit more now.
Sure.
You know, if they
Big
bring
Daddy Ciampa, he's gonna fucking increase.
if they
the
bring
ratings.
Kevin Owens there too, that'll help.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe eventually this will start to be a really competitive back and forth.
Sure it will be.
Yeah. So that's all I got for Reese's Pieces.
I mean, that's why they did all these fucking title matches on
Yeah.
NXT this week.
Yeah, the fucking title whores. They were the whores fucking trying to whore it up. How many title matches did AEW have? One.
Yeah.
One. That's all they needed.
So what?
That's all they needed to win the war.
The whole war, huh? All right. Fan questions. Justin Stewart, can you name a more disappointing surprise debut / return than Jack Swagger? No. Mike, Mike, what does Joe think of Jericho's new stable? I guess he'll let us know next week.
He probably was full chub.
Eric Bates, does Kevin Owens lose the ladder match to return to NXT? I don't know. I think he wins.
That's a good existential thought.
I think he beats Shane. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see him in NXT, but
That's a
I
good way
also
for him
wouldn't
to-
want to see Shane win.
That's true, because then that means Shane stays on TV. Where does Shane go? Does Shane go to NXT?
That'd be funny. Joey he probably just does some backstage role or something. Joey Montez, I would like to congratulate you guys for once again making history.
You're welcome.
Raw, the Wednesday Night War podcast, a bracket with a weird winner, SmackDown, and Hell in a Cell recap. My God, so much history being made. Well done. Thank you.
All by Josh.
What? Anthony Holt, did AEW not take you back to watching WCW? It had that feel with the look of the arena and the camera shots.
It did a little bit.
What are you talking about? You never watched Nitro.
I've seen some Nitro episodes.
The
and
only
they did
the only
look a little
time
bit
it
like
made me feel like I was watching WCW was when Tony Schiavone's like, "We're back." Oh wow, this looks
After
familiar.
20 years.
Yeah. Joe Streck, who gets the title shot first, Balor or Ciampa? Or are they building to a triple threat the next takeover? Again,
we
the next
mentioned that.
takeover is War Games. War Games.
War games.
So I would think maybe oh, this makes it even better. Like Undisputed Era versus Balor, Ciampa, Gargano,
Oh,
and then one other guy from the main roster.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Did they do
Or Balor, Ciampa, and a tag team, right? That would make more sense. But
right? Yeah.
we'll see.
But seriously, if we dissect this question on who is first, would it be Big Daddy Ciampa or Balor? I'd have to say Big Daddy Ciampa because he never really lost it. He relinquished it, and I'd have to imagine they honor that first.
Yeah, but then what does he lose? Again, I don't want to see the title be defended until after War Games.
War games.
You know, so that would be a while if that was the case. Jay Benjamin, if NXT can put on a mini takeover and still lose by that much, do you think they have any chance at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Alex Gonzalez, do you feel NXT AEW had too many similarities? Both started with big matches, both ended with big returns / debuts. Even the same match order felt the same. The women matches were on at the same time.
Well, that's the weird thing. It's not like they coordinated this.
Well-
It just happened to be that way.
Well, but again, WCW, Nitro and Raw would have title matches the same night because that's ratings. Oh shit, I gotta watch this. This is a title match. Well, we have a title match too.
Right.
Oh, which one do I watch now?
Right.
Mike Dawes, why did the women's title look like a mini toy? It was small.
He's going to be selling them at the shop.
Jordan, am I the only person that liked AEW having their records included on the on-screen graphics?
I like that.
No, it's
I
good.
like that. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Tim Ogden, the AEW women's division will clearly be a huge weakness for their brand. Who should be the first woman they try to sign from WWE? Bizarro Joe says Tessa Blanchard. If they don't do it, NXT might. Well, she's not from WWE, but she seems like a good name.
I'd love to see Nia Jax versus Nyla Rose. Bam.
Okay. I thought maybe Sasha, but they said she resigned, so I don't know.
Is there any? Oh, wait. You're always talking about CM Punk and then him bringing his wife with him. Why couldn't his wife wrestle?
Sure, she could if she wanted to, but
Well,
it doesn't seem like she wants to.
You have to wonder why if they haven't asked her.
I'm sure they probably have.
Yeah, maybe.
It doesn't seem like she wants to anymore, you know? Chris Chubb, last week Andrew did an impression of Eric Rowan, which had me in stitches. It sounded just like Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, yeah, because Eric Rowan was saying, I get no respect. I feel Andrew could do a great Rodney Dangerfield impression from Little Nicky. Yeah, Joe and I could do Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield's kind of easy. One of my favorite jokes from... Did you see Little Nicky?
Yeah, I have. I don't know if I've seen it all, but I've seen most of it.
One of my favorite jokes was like when they're in hell, Rodney Dangerfield plays Lucifer, you know, like the original devil. And they're talking, they have like one beast that's with them who's just like all hairy. And he's like, hey, take it easy, Chewbacca. You know, you kind of look like my first wife, only she had more hair. You know, that's classic Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield, R.I.P.
Pop culture junkie, Pushfire Barry, being cucked by Lashley, roofied by Nia Jax, or being Paige's current boyfriend at the time her videos were leaked.
You got to push being roofied by Nia Jax. Ooh, I don't know if you want to push that because then you wouldn't be able to. But you get to be with Nia Jax. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't want to be cucked by Lashley.
These are all kind of bad scenarios, man.
Wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
I mean, I get to be Paige's boyfriend, but then everyone's going to see my vid. You know,
Yeah.
everyone's going to see my junk.
Am I
This is too
Nia
hard.
Jax's boyfriend? Why would she need to roofie me?
No.
I don't know. I'm thinking too much about it while looking at Nia Jax photos.
Okay. The Dashing Dan. If Jack Swagger was Rusev's bitch in WWE, and now Rusev is Lashley's bitch, and Lashley is Strowman's bitch, and Swagger is now in AEW,
Oh, Jesus.
then how many more times do we have to see Goldberg ruin a WWE pay-per-view?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
A lot.
Velveteen Drew, how far into the best returns bracket would Balor's return go? I can't remember the last time I was that genuinely surprised at wrestling. Yeah, if we did the bracket now, it'd probably be in there, as well as Ciampa's. You know, wouldn't win, but it might be able to beat some other ones.
Who had the better return that night? I'd like to think it was...
Ciampa.
Really?
Well, for me, it
I
was
thought
Ciampa.
For me, I thought it was Balor
at
because
the
it
end
was
of the
way
show.
more expected, way more unexpected.
I thought it was unexpected for Ciampa. Once Balor came out, I was not expecting Ciampa to come out as well.
Plus, Balor's been off of TV for so long too, right?
No. Like less than 2 months.
Feels like forever.
Sammy, if WWE ends up signing Cain Velasquez, how long until they have both him and Brock as the main champs? They probably wouldn't have him as the main champs,
One on
but
SmackDown,
Velasquez
one on
would probably just challenge Brock.
Yeah, that's a WrestleMania match.
All right. That's all the fan questions we're going to get to. We've done this. It's been long enough. I think we're going to close it, end it. Thanks for tuning in to the first ever Wednesday Night War podcast.
Bye-bye.
I'm Andrew Pisano. He's Josh the Fiend Reese, I guess. And we'll see you next time.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. eccentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every shirt most loved and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling?